Well, for many of you, working from home has become the new normal. A new study from Biz Journal shows the pandemic workday is 48 minutes longer and has more meetings. Okay, so how do you prevent work from home burnout? Joining us today is business strategist Mark Fenner. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning.
Fenner, excuse me. Several studies, I want to jump right into this. Several studies have reported the work from home day is longer and has more meetings. Why do you think that is?
Well, work expands to fill the time that's available. And without a clear start time and a clear end time, you tend to get creep earlier in the morning and later in the afternoon. And so people are working a little bit longer.
Yeah, I know the pain. Another study shows 68% of employees say they are burned out as a result from working from home. What can people do? What can we do to prevent burnout?
Well, it's interesting because before the pandemic, people wanted to work from home. Companies offered that as a benefit. I believe it's a big disruption in our standard workday. Our routine is disrupted. Add on top of that, you've got kids at home. You were just talking about fundraising to get people computers. They're scrambling to educate. Maybe they're sharing Wi-Fi with a spouse or a partner. All these things are creating stress out of what should be an environment that's less stressful than being in the office.
Yeah, man. I just feel their pain. Look, even before the pandemic started, you know, many people, and I keep saying people, but a lot of us struggle with accepting calls, texts, and emails after work hours. What are some ways to set some healthy boundaries for work?
Well, you said it. Set some boundaries. I'm going to be at work at this time. Start with your normal routine. Get up, take a shower. If you exercise, have breakfast, put your clothes on and say, okay, I'm going to work at whatever that time is. And that's when you start your workday. Likewise, at the end, you know, especially in Dallas, if you were going to stop your workday at 5:30, or maybe 4:30, you wanted to be done so you could get out the door and beat the traffic. Well, have that same deadline in your office. And when you're done, whether you're working in your bedroom, at your kitchen table, wherever you're working, close everything down, shut down, and be off work, and go tune into your family.
Okay, we say that, but I know how difficult it can be. Hey, what about those Zoom meetings that we've all become so familiar with? How can bosses and employees make those meetings more efficient and potentially have less of them?
Yeah, great question. Zoom has just become the part of our day now. It's just standard. So what can you do to make them better? Well, first of all, if you're the boss, be succinct and don't over Zoom your employees. If you must run a meeting that runs multiple hours, I'm a fan of 50 minutes, 10-minute break, 50 minutes, 10-minute break. If it's one of those that spans the lunch hour, then give a full 1 hour for the lunch hour. And hold yourself accountable to those. Use Zoom effectively. I think it's a great way to connect, but don't feel like just because your employees are not in the office that you need to be on Zoom so you can be watching their every move.
There you go. Hey, one last question here, Mark. Help us out. What other pieces of advice can you offer people working from home?
Well, you know, have confidence and have faith that we're going to get through this. Your routine will settle in. You know, so work to develop a routine that works for you. I mean, it's a great opportunity. For a lot of us, it's buying a lot of commute time back. So take advantage of that to do something good for yourself, whether that's meditating, going for a walk, spending time with family. Do something positive with that extra time.
I feel like our health and wellness reporter, Sonia Azar, will love all those things you just said. Meditate, go for a walk, all of that good stuff. Mark Fenner, business strategist, appreciate you joining us here this morning. Have a good day.
Thank you very much.